Nicole Jennings, owner and founder of Queen Anna House of Fashion, coming to you guys with a live royal report, which we haven't done in a while. So, Bianca, thank you for joining us. We are going to be speaking today in regards to, again, another Black-owned business here in the Twin Cities. It is Black Business Month. One of the things that we do here at Queen Anna is we empower and inspire women to just show up and take up all the space necessary for themselves to be authentically who they are. And we do that using fashion and style, philanthropy, and culture, and highlighting Black businesses is something we've done all month, and it's just something that we've actually done just as a Black business owner anyway. But the concept is very important because of just amplifying the voices of Black and Brown folks, as well as the realities that may not always be lived by everyone. No one really can speak to something or know about something if it isn't a part of their day-to-day life. And so we are striving this month to highlight the stories behind the businesses and the brands that we partner with. And we have got a very special someone with us today to share their story and just to continue to inspire and empower others that may not have someone telling them, but they would be able to see someone that looks like them persevering through to what it is that have been ordained and just, I guess, thrusted into life to do and passion work. And so Bianca Dawkins is the founder and CEO of Icon. Welcome to the Royal Report.
Thanks so much for having me, Nicole. I appreciate that.
Absolutely. So without further ado, tell us all about what it is that you do and your why. And I think that that's important too, because there are tons and tons and tons of businesses out there, but everybody has their very special why. And so I want to leave some space and time for you to tell us your why and what it is that you're doing today.
Yes. So as Nicole said, I am the founder and CEO of Icon. Icon stands for I Can Overcome Negativity. I started this social enterprise because I wanted to make sure women understood that violence is not a form of love in the home. And I wanted to also make sure that women had safe homes. I am a woman who is a child survivor of domestic violence that re-showed up in my adulthood. And I wanted to make sure that I was creating a space, creating something that would ignite hope and show women that we can have a better future and have safe homes and have healthy relationships. So I created this social enterprise that sells t-shirts that say violence is not love. And what I do is I take 50% of the profits and I donate it to organizations who are on the ground doing the work. So I've been fortunate to be able to support organizations like The Link and Maria's Voice, where I have been able to actually house women, about 12 women, in safe homes, which has been extraordinary.
Absolutely. And I think that what you're doing is extraordinary because, again, without having your purpose and your why behind it, all of the things that you do, I think that it's easy to throw in the towel. I know for myself, having the fact that my business is branded and surrounded about my great grandmother who inspired me to be and do everything that I had on my heart to do, because the only limits are the ones set in your mind. Is That's how I was raised. And so to be able to take that mindset and infiltrate it back into my business, then to present to our clients, has been the difference between my store and the next. What makes your scenario, your story, and the things that you're doing, your why, different than the next business and the brand that's out there? I can think off of my mind a couple, but I'll wait. I'll see what you say first before I throw out what makes you so unique and special.
For me, the ultimate unique special thing about Icon is that this business is made for survivors by survivors. And so people who are connected to my company have experienced domestic violence at some point in their life. And so a lot of when I thought about the business model, I wanted to make sure that as we are helping other survivors, we are able to speak to that truth as well and make that connection. So I'm so much about walking your talk, and being able to like showcase how you overcame something negative. And so I think that's the most special thing about Icon. It, again, is by survivors for survivors of
Mhm.
domestic.
Absolutely. And so one of the things that I wanted to also pinpoint, and it's actually in the bio of what I wrote about your business, is how much money have you been able to give back to the Twin Cities, specifically community, from your business?
Yeah, so since I started, honestly, I've started Icon about a month and a half ago. I've been able to give over $3,500 back to organizations. And again, so if you think about what that looks like, we've just started and like giving $3,500 and being able to house an actual woman with that type of money. It may seem small, but housing a woman, we actually so when we give money, it costs us about $67 to house each woman within for a day within the link. So what
Mm-hmm.
they get within that, they get resources, they get basic needs for a day. So it's about $67. So you can do the math about how far 3,500 plus more dollars can go to actually give a woman those basic needs to feel safe and to have a safe home.
Mm-hmm. What are some of the things that you've got going on? I know that we love the t-shirts and then the bags specifically. I guess I'm a big bag fanatic, but what are some of the other things that you have going on that you might be able to help the community with? Whether it's speaking engagements or some of your new endeavors that you have that I know about that you've got going on.
So yes, I'm starting, as you mentioned, my speaking engagements. I'm developing a workshop, and I'll actually be launching it with a link within one of their programs for young girls who are 12 to 21 who have been in the justice system, unfortunately, who are juveniles, and they've been in the justice system. And again, they range from 12 to 21. So I'm starting a workshop called I Am an Icon. And within this workshop, they get to develop a crown for themselves. And I use the crown as a symbolization of the mindset. I want to make sure young girls understand how to protect that mindset, how to protect their crowns, and understand that when they become successful, whatever that means for them, and when they are able to like develop a positive mindset, they can then be more positive contributors to themselves and then the society around them. So my workshop is all about teaching girls how to stand in their own being, how to not accept violence as a form of love, and to continue to develop habits that are successful for themselves and their communities as well.
Mm-hmm. And I think what's so special and unique about all the things that you're doing, especially as a for me, a Black business that owns or has a business, but also has a brick and mortar where there are, expenses and things of that nature, and having to be closed for 2 months and then still, but knowing that my business is more than just about selling clothes. It's also about empowering, inspiring all women, but then also highlighting those that might need a little bit extra umph and like in the world to be seen. I love how you're doing that for young girls. You're able to take your entity and empower and inspire our future generation in understanding their worth, their wealth, and how valuable what they have inside of them, and cultivating that along with them into womanhood. And then that's where they hopefully one day will meet someone like me who is doing it from an adult standpoint, and then also being able to inspire and empower adult women to feel that very same space too. And I think that, again, going back into the concepts of the details and the demos of all of the businesses that have been impacted by COVID, because all businesses have. But if you think about the concept behind um, the disparities that were there before COVID hit, and then having to overcome COVID, and now still doing what it is that you love to do and going strong with it. Again, it's really speaks volumes to who it is that you are and what it is that you're doing. And again, it also complements what it is that, as our companies meet, what it is that I'm able to do over in my space, in my sphere, when it comes to the fullness of a whole woman. And so with that, what is one lasting thing that you would love for the community or our community, how can we best support you? How can we amplify what it is that you do, or even partner with what it is that you do?
Yes, and thank you for that space. So there's a couple ways you can support. You can go out to our website and you can purchase a Violence Is Not Love t-shirt. And again, 50% of that will go to support organizations. You can also go online and purchase an icon tote. And so every time you purchase a tote, we also donate some of those totes to safe homes. So I've actually donated totes to the safe house that I stayed out in Hastings. And it's actually been really valuable because some of those women, the bags are so that when you go online, you'll see the totes are really soft. And some of the women who are actually fleeing violent situations have actually used them as like pillowcases in their cars and things like that. So they've been able to use these totes to feel more safe and secure. So you can do it that way. And you can also just like reach out to me, support, give words of encouragement. I'm always raising seed funds. I've been bootstrapping this business because one, I care about it. So I started the business just with like my own seed money, but I'm always open to like extra seed money to like grow and to also like get more resources. So those are three ways you can definitely support me.
Well, one way is that I'm gonna buy some bags, but I want to be a seed, and I'm gonna donate my own personal money to you. I'm gonna give you 500 out the gate, so you
Thank
can take it and just as a grant and a gift, just from Nicole Jennings, the person, mainly because it's important. It's not about just talking the talk. It's about walking the walk. And so I just want to make it. And when stuff hit Instagram and the feed and all that, it's official, right? Like that's why I ain't told nobody about the half marathon that's supposed to be in November. I guess I just did because like as soon as it comes out your mouth, it has to happen, right? So, but just being a person of integrity anyway, I'm definitely, girl, you got Cash App, you got the thing. I can put that in the bio too, because it's one thing to say it, but let's make it immediate because the need is there. The necessity for revenue is there. It was there before COVID, but it's really there now because of the concept of all of the various things that we're having to navigate. So I just want to be able to pour into you and just let you know that from an authentically wholehearted place, that what you're doing is necessary and what you're doing is needed. And the more representation that we are able to show other people that may not have someone telling them, but might recognize you like you look like them, that they can do it too, the more businesses that we'll be able to see, the more impact and change is going to happen in the world on so many levels. So I just want to spend my time at being able to be of value to you and what it is that you're doing, and more than just me having you on the Royal Report or even just saying it, but definitely with some seed money as well. So I'm going to make sure that before I jump off, someone missed the website, but we're going to definitely make sure that we put the website in the link for them. It's Icon 612. Is that right?
IconMN612.com.
There we go. And we will put that on for everyone to see as well, that they can definitely go and be of value to you in that way. But I know for a fact before I jump in my car and rush to the store. So if anybody wants to be of value to me, they can meet me at 109 North 2nd Street. um, and so essentially, so that they can also be a blessing to you and a seed to you and what it is that you're doing. So thank you so much for joining us on our episode of The Royal Report.
Thank you, Nicole. You made my day.
Of course, of course. Talk to you soon.
Bye.
Bye-bye.